Welcome to the Chart Talk training module Billing 3.5 using the Autopost Payment tool. In this module, we will go over applying payments received electronically through your clearinghouse. This payment method is used to apply payments and adjustments to the patient account from one screen. It is similar to the check payment tool with the added benefit that it takes much less data entry. The tool is designed so you can quickly see the details of the charge, payment, and adjustment. You can see who the payer from the electronic file was, as well as the active payers for the patient, so that you can match up the correct payer in the event that the name you listed in ChartTalk doesn't match exactly the name of the payer from the file received. You can also mark a claim finished from this tool, which will set the remaining balance of the charge to patient responsibility. And that finished balance will appear on patient statements and other reports that reflect how much the patient owes. To navigate to the Autopost screen, click the Autopost menu item from the main navigation menu. To download all new electronic payments which come from your clearinghouse as 835 EDI files, you must take an action from the Billing screen. Navigate to the Billing screen by clicking Billing from the main navigation menu. On this screen, click the Sync 835 button to download all the 835 remits from your clearinghouse. The amount of remits that are there determine how long it will take to complete this procedure. At the top of the Autopost screen are a few options for filtering. Once you have entered a filter value in the box, click the Filter button. You can find a specific claim by filtering for the Input Claim ID. You can find all electronic payments received for a patient by filtering by patient first and last name. Or you can filter by the insurance check number. To clear the filters, click the Reset button. The column data on this page shows the corresponding ChartTalk claim ID, the date the file was downloaded from your clearinghouse, the date of service the payment corresponds to, the patient name, which is also a link to the patient dashboard. If you hover over the patient name, you will see the patient's primary payer and the number of active payers set up for the patient. The payer name column lists the payer name in ChartTalk that this claim was most recently submitted to. Is processed means that all the payments have been applied. Check number is the check number from the EDI file the remit came back on. And the action column launches the detail and application tool for each remit. When we launch the tool, the heading information shows payer name. This is the text payer name from the file. Many times the name here will be different from the name you refer to the payer as in ChartTalk. So it is your job when applying the payment to reconcile this payer name with the proper active payer for the patient from this blue payer drop-down list. For example, many times a clinic will have a payer named Medicare in ChartTalk, but the payer name from the file is National Government Services. Here's the patient name, the number of active payers the patient has, to help you decide if the claim is finished or needs to be submitted to a secondary or tertiary payer. The claim ID in ChartTalk, the date of service, check number are all listed from the file received from the clearinghouse. You can select the values that ChartTalk will record when you apply this payment for payer, date applied. This will default to the current date, but can be backdated if you are trying to match up this payment with a paper remit. And payment type. if payment was deposited directly, came on a check, or insurance credit card. After the details in the header, you can select the payments and adjustments to apply. Clicking Select All will tick every box available. Ticking the box in the payment column means when the Apply Payments button is clicked, the payments will be applied to this charge. Adjustments CO will be applied to the charge. Adjustments labeled PR will be recorded in the patient account as a note for reference later on. And if Finished is selected, the remaining balance after payments and adjustments have been applied will be marked as patient responsibility. Clicking Apply Payments will perform all the actions as you have selected them and then bring you back to the Autopost screen. All payments applied using the Autopost tool are reflected on all screens, reports, and ledgers in ChartTalk immediately. A report called Electronic EOB Details exists that allows you to print out a readable copy of the electronic EOBs received in a specific date range. Let's go and apply an Autopost payment to a patient account so you can see how easy it is. First, I'm going to go to the billing screen and sync 835 so I can make sure I have all the most recent payments available. From the Autopost screen, I'm going to select this unprocessed payment and click the Action button to launch the payment tool. Here I can see the payer from this file is Blue Cross, and I'll match that up with the proper patient payer using the drop-down selection tool. I'm going to change the date the payment is applied to the 15th, and I'm going to leave the payment type as direct deposit. Then I'm going to select all payments and adjustments just to save on some clicking. I can see this patient has two payers and this is the secondary, so I'm going to mark these charges finished to set the remaining balance as patient responsibility. For demonstration purposes, there's also one adjustment I don't want applied from this file, so I will uncheck it. Now that everything looks the way I want it to on the patient account, I click Apply Payments to finish up and move on to the next remit. It's that easy. Thank you for your time today. What we went over was downloading electronic EOBs from the clearinghouse by clicking Sync 835 on the billing screen. Then we were looking at and filtering electronic payments by check number, claim number, and patient name. Opening the Autopost Payment tool and selecting all payments, adjustments, and setting the remaining balance of the charge to patient responsibility, and then applying payments. The ChartTalk Autopost tool is powerful and simple to use. We know you're going to love it. Thanks again.